these days because they had a comprehensive plan and they were just in position for these new funds that are coming from economic stimulus. And I kinda got lucky. But, so that's the two things we need to do. I do not have a letter for you. I was gonna get with Jenny and draft a letter to the people that have some interest, and also do a draft of a newspaper ad that we might place to get people interested. The trustees will then appoint these folks. So I guess my role would be maybe try to get these letters to you, let you review them, and then you would actually appoint these people to the committee. Once they're appointed to the committee, then they would each have to take some assignment. And Brad's actually broken down for me what other townships have done in assignments. For example, someone would take the history of the township, and there are sources to get the history, and you would actually write the history of the township. In the end, this comprehensive plan has to be adopted by a motion by the trustees. I know we're a ways away from that, but it is it's a document that has to go through a certain procedure. It's got to go through a public waiting period and so on and so forth. So this takes a while. But I'm willing to do some of the work. I just can't do all the work. I mean, it takes, I can see it takes 4 or 5 really dedicated people, probably 4 or 5, somewhat dedicated people, and a couple people that might be very knowledgeable that are helping out. So I put in this, my report, 2 things. If you would, pass and provide the Licking County Planning Commission staff with a resolution requesting assistance so that we can get on their schedule. And the other one is, I guess you don't have to pass a resolution for this, but Jenny and I probably need to get together and see if we can come up with an ad for the paper and contact those folks that showed some interest in the past. So that's kind of where we're at right now.
We'll have to check too and see, Mike, what resolutions we've already adopted, because I believe we already voted that we would have a comprehensive plan.
So
but we'll just have to make sure, see what the wording was on what we've already done.
But we will have to, I guess the resolution here is to tell Licking County we want their help.
Right.
So that we can get them scheduled.
Are they still working on, was it Madison or Marianne?
They have 2 open. One is Madison. I forget the other one. Sorry.
But it won't be till next year.
They just said they can only do a couple at a time. They said it would be a big mistake for them to even, if they committed to us, it would delay the other ones and probably delay ours as well.
How, like you say, 40 to 50,000, but how much can we cut that down?
Oh, you wouldn't pay that, Don. That's if you paid us.
You're looking
I'm
at
just looking at,
1,500.
if we, we're gonna pay the 1,500 to the county. If we wanted to have a comprehensive plan like right now, we'd have to hire a consultant. And that would cost $40,000 to $50,000.
Yeah.
But I'm assuming we're not gonna hire a consultant, we're gonna use the county as our consultant for $1,500. Would be my recommendation.
You say Union Township has got a good plan.
There are several really, these comprehensive plans, if they've been facilitated by the county, they're very comprehensive. They've got everything in these plans from, where your fire support's coming from, all kinds of data on your population age, your population growth or shrinkage, where the schools are, where the streams are, it's all about land use and so there's quite a bit of data that the county kind of helps you collect. And so, since they've done this before, they kind of know exactly what they're looking for, they know where to get the information, or they know where to steer us to get the information. But it can't be their plan, it has to be our plan from the residents of the township.
The county could probably advise us with a resolution to pass, but it may just be as simple as that the county is going to provide the service for Bowling Green.
That's all you really have to do, is that we have to just write him, Jenny would have to write him a letter saying we passed a resolution saying we are requesting your help for our comprehensive plan.
If we do that next month's meeting,
I'd
not slowing anything down.
I don't think it is.
Jenny has a list of those residents that.
And I have that list as well.
Oh, you do, good.
So I guess the only other thing I would need from the trustees is just confirmation to just work with Jenny on the ad, and then you guys will have to decide at the next meeting, you'll have to approve that ad.
Sure.
And approve the letter that would then, and approve the cost of placing that ad and sending out.
Thanks, Mike.
Unfinished business. I have,
You have to prevent the-
really ain't got nothing on the post office, can't do nothing about it. Sunshine law record is missing, I don't know nothing about that, do you?
You don't have anything from Eric at all?
No,
Eric didn't send anything with?
no, and the Medicaid, we ain't got nothing from Eric yet.
I have something on that one. Basically what happened here, we had voted on an HSA plan that would have saved the township, depending on usage, up to $20,000. And then we came back in, and there was discussion about an interim change, and it had to be before a term. So in order to alleviate that in January, I've come up with a couple of different possible things to do. I'll start with the first one, and then I've got a second alternative. I'll go ahead and make the motion. I move, whereas the Bowling Green Township Board of Trustees begins a new term commencing January 2010, the township health insurance shall be permanently abolished at that time by this resolution. And that would require a second for discussion.
What's your other point?
Do you want a second for discussion, or? No, okay. Okay, I move whereas the Bowling Green Township Board of Trustees begins a new term commencing January 2010, the township health insurance plan will be changed to the HSA plan already outlined